Good afternoon. My name is Vince Elliott with the Western Pennsylvania Council of HBCU Alumni. Real quick, we're going to feature one of the many HBCUs that will be participating in the upcoming 9th annual Steel City HBCU College Fair, Tougaloo College.
In the state of Mississippi, there was perhaps no single place that embodied the fight for civil rights or impacted the movement more than Tougaloo College. It was the safe haven for civil rights leaders and the incubator for ideas and strategies that would ultimately change the world. Medgar Evers, Dr. Martin Luther King, Robert Kennedy, Stokely Carmichael, Fannie Lou Hamer, and a multitude of civil rights legends who would usher our state, nation, and our world into a new era, spoke from the pulpit of Tougaloo College's historic Woodworth Chapel. Founded in 1869, following the end of the Civil War, Tougaloo has always been an inclusive institution, integrated even during the years of Jim Crow. Rooted in the liberal arts tradition, its graduates carried within them the principles of justice and social responsibility as they returned to the communities where they lived. The 1950s saw then-Chaplain William Bender become involved with the NAACP efforts to register Black voters. And in 1961, 9 Tougaloo College students integrated the white-only public library in Jackson. While most other colleges opted not to become involved, Tougaloo was a safe haven where people of all races could talk equally in a secure setting. This institution, once a slave plantation that enslaved the bodies and minds of African Americans, had evolved into an oasis of freedom and change. It had become a model for equity and inclusion. Throughout its history, the college had promoted and embraced racial, ethnic, or gender equity. We are proud of our past and optimistic about the future, so long as we remain vigilant, refusing to tolerate injustice, and committed to freedom and equal rights for all God's children. Tougaloo College stands as an integral part of the cultural and economic fabric of the city of Jackson and the state of Mississippi, historically producing over 40% of the African American healthcare professionals practicing in the state of Mississippi, and almost 35% of attorneys and educators are graduates of Tougaloo College. The Princeton Review, U.S. News and World Report have consistently listed Tougaloo College as one of the best colleges in the Southeast, and the most recent ranking of U.S. News and World Report lists Tougaloo among the top 15 of America's best Black colleges. This year, Niche listed Tougaloo as the #1 HBCU in the state of Mississippi and #8 nationally. In keeping with the theme, Servant Leaders, Tougaloo College has partnered with the Jackson Heart Study Program. This collaborative effort involving Jackson State University, Tougaloo College, and the University of Mississippi Medical Center receives support from the National Institute of Health, Office of Research on Minority Health, and the National Heart, Lung, and Blood Institute. Under this program, Tougaloo College's role is to serve as the education and training program to prepare students for careers in public health and epidemiology related to cardiovascular diseases. This year, 5 Tougaloo alums who participated in the program will graduate from Brown University's Medical School and School of Public Health. Tougaloo College has an established tradition of producing graduates who are prepared to meet the needs of a changing world and are striving to provide the quality of educational opportunities necessary for them to meet 21st century workforce needs. Student learning outcomes are driven by the college's desire to offer a viable, relevant curriculum that enables students to realize their educational aspirations while equipping them with the knowledge and skills essential for them to be productive citizens in their time. Tougaloo College has been and will continue to be a consistent source of true enlightenment for Mississippi and the nation, keeping the dream of a more perfect union alive for everyone.
If you are interested in Tougaloo College and 36 other HBCUs, please make sure you are at PNC Park on October 21st, 2021 from 8 a.m. till 1 p.m. And if you would like to apply to Tougaloo plus 64 over 60 other HBCUs, please contact me, Vince Elliott of the Western Pennsylvania Council of HBCU Alumni, and you could apply to over 60 HBCUs on the Common Black College app. Until then, please stay tuned for others HBCUs that will be featured at the 9th Annual Steel City HBCU College Fair. Thank you.